Hello everyone and welcome to qualifying here for the 21st race of the season, Subway 450 at Rockingham, our return trip to Rockingham. Yeah, our second race at Rockingham, of course. Yeah, as usual, we start off with our Raceway-in drivers. I got a Raceway-in for the race. 8 Raceway-in drivers are going to be going at now, and I'm pretty sure top 4 makes the race. As the first one off there was Joey Hightower. I just missed him. Get ready here to sit down his first lap time here at The Rock. Old track NASCAR used to go to, of course. They went back to in 2012 with the Truck Series, and then they been kind of left to rot a little bit, but here we are using it right here as Joey Hightower gonna the first lap time. The last time we went to Rockingham, I forgot to turn my microphone on, and yeah, there was no commentary in the entire race, but Luke Rakowski gonna sit down to pass this initial lap time with a 22.7, but of course the cars get faster as they run here. Now 22.5. They said I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's top 4 that makes the race. For Otts able to make it last race at Ricky Raceway, just wrecked out in the middle of it, and that's 2 starts, 2 DNFs for Otts, much like his teammate Rob Evans. It's really unfortunate for him though, but Luke Rakowski still on top of the board. He's been the most consistent Raceway-in driver all season long, with the most starts out of all of them. And the least starts are tied. The tie for the least starts are Rob Evans and former Otts with only 2 starts. But we're gonna give it to former Otts. That's considering he's full time, and Rob Evans is only a part-time driver. That's the Raceway-in. So yeah, former Otts, 21 races and 20 races, and has only made races 2 times. Those were both at super speedways. Anyway, your top 4 right now. Top 4 right now: Luke Rakowski, Alex Hamilton, looking decent right now. Here's The Rock, Joey Hightower, and Riley Spurley-Tube. 1, 2, 3 going down pit road though. Spurley-Tube as he jumps up to second on the board right there. Riley Spurley-Tube, probably one of the best Raceway-in drivers, I have to say. Was able to qualify second at Kentucky. Was able eventually passed Alexander Rowe for the lead, but Alexander Rowe came back, and Alexander Rowe got his first win of the season at Kentucky, while Riley Spurley-Tube got his best finish so far with a second. Well, Isaac Nichols jumps into the top 2. He won at Papyrus Motorsports Park after the leaders pit on the white flag lap. But I really don't like to talk about that one too much. But yeah, Isaac Nichols jumps up to second on the board, knocks out Joey Hightower. Right now, we're about to hit overtime, I believe. And we're seconds is Luke Rakowski. Oh wait, wow! They again. This is the second week in a row we've had people tie for run identical laps. I mean, this doesn't really matter too much because it's only the Raceway-in race. But Luke Rakowski and Isaac Nichols both set down a 22.506. Both of them did. And that doesn't matter too much because it's just top 4 that makes the race. This has nothing to do with how you start because this is just top 4 fastest or make it in as we just hit overtime, and I believe this is about to end though. And fast overtime here. Go on board Isaac Nichols for a little bit before we close out qualifying. Bumpy track. And yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so your 4 that make the race: Luke Burkowski, Isaac Nichols, Riley Spurley-Tube, and Alex Hamilton. All 4 of those drivers will make the race in. Now, we're going to move on to full field qualifying, 10-minute qualifying. And welcome back to qualifying here from Rockingham, qualifying for the Subway 450, a return trip for Rockingham. Now, starting off the full field qualifying here, it looks like the first one off will be Tyler Lyman, alongside John Gilbert, of course. Last pole sitter here last time was Johnny Garner, currently 6th in points. Still did not win the race though. This Alexander Rowe was able to get his 3rd win of the season at this track, so. And hey, he's got a pretty good chance of going back-to-back here and becoming the first driver to, defend their title of the race, I guess. Has a pretty good chance as he is pretty good at this track. Tyler Lyman sets at the first lap time of 22.858. Alexander Rowe started his first lap though. I wouldn't be surprised to see him jump to the top of the board. Tyler Lyman Tyler Lyman really needs a good run, really, because he just fell out of the chase bubble, so he definitely needs to get all the points he can to jump to the top of that. But John Gilbert, your Dover pole sitter, jumps to the top of the board, barely ahead of Jake Hoover. John Gilbert flipped over in Dover qualifying. They got to bring out a new car, and apparently that car was faster than the old one that ended up on its roof because they ended up getting the pole as Al Agassi jumps to the top of the board, 22.5. Al Agassi, another person who needs a good run, but he's going to fall back in second because Jake Hoover gets that. Your Energizer 500 winner, the first race of the season, has not won since though. Al Agassi, I was saying about him, he definitely needs a good run. There he is, right there. Pretty sure, yeah, he's outside of the chase bubble, but if he can get a win, and if he's able to get lucky and gather up enough points, he could be able to get into that chase as he was inside the chase bubble for a bit, but he did not have the best runs. He didn't have the best runs till about 2 races ago when he got that top 10, and then last race he got another top 10. He finished 10th twice in a row. Caleb Campbell tops the board. Luke Burkowski jumps up to second, 46.64, which is a bit interesting. Yeah, Caleb Campbell jumps to the top of the board right there. There's Campbell. Right now, Riley Spurley-Tube, second fastest, right behind Campbell, apparently. Right, Caleb Campbell. 3 poles this season, tied with the most, I believe, because I think Alexander Rowe also has 3. You can get another pole, and it'll not only help him out in this race, but it's going to be 4 poles this season, which is definitely a lot. Look at that, Jeremiah Kenson, your Charlotte winner, jumps to the top of the board, ended up in the catch fence last race. So redemption in mind, if you can start on that pole, she got a decent chance of winning. Or at least getting to top 5, I guess. Johnny Garner got 5th, I believe, last time we went here. But also, the last time I went here, while people were leading, they had something go wrong with them. Like I believe Caleb Campo was leading, then he ran into a wreck right in front of him. And then when Roger Ray was leading, 29, he trying to get his second win of the season. I think it was before Trenton. So yeah, Roger Ray, he was leading then, and then I honestly thought I was just gonna run away with it now, but Luke Rainey blows an engine in front of him. He's a lap down car, and Roger Ray runs into the back of him and causes a big pileup. Just bad luck for the leaders, and out NROL was able to hold off Johnny Gardner for the win. Talking about Jeremiah Kenson here. Jeremiah Kenson got the win at Charlotte off of fuel mileage. Ben Crouch almost won it, just not enough fuel to get to the end, pitted with 2 laps to go. But Ben Crouch ended up getting 4th. But Jeremiah Kenson, fuel mileage, was able to get the victory there. And is locked into the chase now because of it. Very good. Since we are 21 races into the season, that means we're only 5 races away from the chase. So, yeah, that is something. Keeg Scott, second fastest. He definitely needs some good runs. He's been in the chase bubble all season long. He's just been consistent enough. We really haven't seen him in the front that much, but he has been consistent enough to stay into that chase bubble. But he definitely is going to need a good run this week, though, and probably the rest of the weeks coming up to the chase, because he was looking like he was going to be on his way out pretty soon, and heck, he might still be. But if he can stay consistent, he could, hang on to his position, or he could just get a win. But that's easier said than done, definitely. 3.5 minutes remaining. And it's still Jeremiah Kenson at the top of the board trying to get his first win of the season. We've at 22.381. No one's been able to challenge that so far. Jonathan Rains in that top 5. He has not been talked about that much this season either. Last race was probably his most screen time that he's gotten so far. There's Auburn Alonso there too. He's in the top 5. Then there's your pole sitter for the last time we went here. Johnny Gardner in 6th. Adam Lewis in 7th. Bad luck. It's still not gone away from the 4 car. John Gilbert 8th. Riley Sprody 9th, and Al Agassi qualifying 10th. Right now, at least in 10th right now. Seeing too much change going on. Let's take a look back here. Jake Jefferson, Ben Crouch, Luke Ski 18. That's Joshua Sim, who is inside the chase bubble now. Joshua Sim, he just needs to stay there. He wants to stay in there. Jake Hoover, Julius Anderson, who's been falling back in the chase bubble a little bit. He's got to keep up. Though. Cameron Jr. 17th, good run for him. I'm pretty sure he's qualified like last 3 races in a row now. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna be last this week. Luke Rainey in the 48th. Roger Ray 21st. Luke Rainey doesn't do too good here. Where's their points leader at? Alexander Rose all the way back in 39th. Wow. Yeah, your winner last time here, not looking too good in qualifying for some reason. I'm not too sure why he can't find speed. I don't know if something wrong with that car. And Stapleton last right now, which is it really that much of a surprise? He is the team owner, NS Racing, who does have a win this year, but that team can perform, but it's just Nathan Stapleton has not had the luck at all. He just can't find speed. I mean, he had plenty of speed at Michigan earlier this year. Could have won it, and then got wrecked out in fourth. Triggered a big wreck. That was since then he hasn't really been able to do much. He's been in the back of the points for almost the entire season. It's not been a good season for NS Racing. His team owner, I mean, NS Racing having a decent year. I also expected them to be able to compete with Caleb Campbell Motorsports and Powers Racing, but maybe not. I mean, they do got a win this year with Matt Montoya at M&M Super Speedway, but that was more of an endurance race there, and they were able to hang on. I guess TJ Hanley's been doing pretty good this year, kind of. He's just outside of the chase bubble. He's got to get in there. And, Virgil Alonso. Virgil Alonso hasn't been doing too good this year, but he's been doing better than his team owner Nathan Stapleton. I mean, Virgil Alonso currently fifth fastest right now, so he might be able to do something. But I think qualifying's about to wrap up here, but we're probably going to hit overtime. We're going to have overtime, and yeah, I think Jeremiah Kenson is going to get the pole, which pretty good for that team, Coca-Cola Racing team. You know, qualifying's over. I guess we already hit overtime, but yeah, Jeremiah Kenson going to get the pole here at Rockingham. Keith Scott qualifies second, Caleb Campbell third, Jonathan Rains fourth, Virgil Alonso rounds out your top five. Johnny Garner the pole sitter last time we went to Rockingham. Adam Lewis 7th, John Gilbert 8th, Riley 42 9th, and Al Agassi qualifies 10th, rounding out your top 10. We'll go to the back field here. And Stapleton not looking too good. Michael Canto also not looking too good. And Alexander Rowe really not looking too good. Your defending race winner, Alexander Rowe, qualifies 39th. But, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the best chances of getting that fifth win to try to catch back up to Luke Rainey, I guess. But Luke Rainey also did not have the best qualifying run either. But, yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the running of the Subway 450 at Rockingham. Maybe Jeremiah Kenson gets his second career win. This time maybe not on fuel mileage. Can Keith Scott lock himself in the chase? Can Caleb Campbell get his second win of the season too? Jonathan Rains pull off an upset. Can Virgil Alonso get NS Racing their second win? Johnny Garner finally get that win after getting robbed like 3 times. He's been robbed a ton this season. I mean, basically. Adam Lewis, can he break the bad luck streak? Can John Gilbert get American Motorsports their first win? Riley Spurley too become the third Raceway driver to win, and can Al Agassi win for his team too, American Motorsports, and lock himself into the chase there because he definitely needs to. We'll see tomorrow. We will see tomorrow in the Subway 450 at Rockingham. I don't know how many laps it is, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for that. It's going to be an interesting race, and yeah, I'll see you.